everybody, Lori here from Unique in the Creek again. Tonight we are on day, well, I don't even know what day we're on because I was sick for 2 days. Was it 2 days I was sick or one?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter.
It's the 10th day of your 7
It's
days.
the 10th day of 7 days.
The 7th day, I don't know, something like that.
So, tonight we are going to do a centerpiece, an Easter centerpiece.
Michelle's first thought again.
Yeah, she thinks there's a prize, I think.
I think so.
What's up, Michelle G? What you doing, Tammy Batterson? Hello. Hi, beautiful Emily. I hope your dad's doing well. I haven't heard an update, so I assume he's doing well. Let me turn this down. There we go. Deborah and Donna, hi everybody. Love everybody saying hi when they come in. Hi, Margaret. Thank you, Pam, for sharing. So tonight we're going to do a centerpiece, an Easter centerpiece, and I thought I'd do it now so you guys can get them done, you know, prior to Easter, in case you wanted to do them as a gift or whatever. Oh, I scratched my finger really well there. I do have about 45 of these kits, so if you do like this centerpiece I'm going to make tonight, I do have all the stuff for 45 of them. So I was thinking ahead when I was doing this, so I think I ordered everything like just shortly after Christmas. Sorry guys, I scratched my hand here really good. So we're going to be doing it on the small board tonight, and again, I made a pattern. Okay, so of what we're going to be doing. So the pattern will come with your kit. Hey all, hey Chantel, haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're okay. Michelle, I wrote it all down and what the cost, it cost me and everything, and I forgot to add everything up. So when I do post the kits, I'll put it on Facebook and figure it out. It's not going to be too expensive. I did get these really awesome. These are going to be the center of our centerpiece, and these are so fantastic. They're a burlap, I'm going to cut this off, a burlap egg tree. And what I really liked about this egg tree,
Sorry babe, Emily got 45 orders for this.
Oh, you're welcome. That's awesome, Emily. I'm so happy for you. I guess you'll be busy a while painting. You'll just be up there with your Derica and her flamingos and peacocks. But that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. And you'll probably get more because, well, I'm going to get some more too. Anyways, back to this egg tree. So it's quite heavy. It's a weighted piece. And I really liked it because I'm kind of simple. I know I have all this bling and everything on, but really I'm a simple person and I'm not into like hugely bright colors, and I like neutrals and stuff like that. And I really liked this egg tree because it wasn't too over the top bright, and it was really pretty. And so I started with this, and as soon as I seen it, first thing I thought of was, oh my gosh, that would be a perfect centerpiece. So I started picking out stuff to go with these trees. Isn't it fabulous? Hi everybody. Hi Jackie from UK. Thank you for watching our lives. So I really liked these colors, the muted, they're not so in your face colors. So like I said, I went with that. And this tree is awesome. Isn't that great? So in the kit, you'll get one of these. But I also got, we're going to be using just a poly jute with it's got like a white stripe on it. So you'll get a roll of this, and just natural white jute. You'll also get a roll of this. Look at this awesome ribbon. It's like a burlap ribbon with bunnies on it. Just simple. Okay, but it's going to be really pretty. So you get a roll of this, you get a pack of zip ties, you'll get a bunch of these daisy flowers, and I've already cut one off because I started the centerpiece. But these are going to be incorporated in the centerpiece, and there's 10 pieces on each bunch. So you'll get this in your kit too. And you're going to get either pink sheer wired ribbon and blue sheer wired ribbon. So you're going to get 2 colors. Okay, so you're either going to get pink and blue, or pink and purple, or blue and purple, or depending, I have a bunch of rolls of each, so, but you are going to get 2 colors of sheer ribbon, okay, and then your tree. Now you can add more things to your centerpiece if you'd like, but the centerpiece is going to be so full, I don't think you'll need to add anything. Like, I have these little rabbit picks, they're so freaking cute. I just bought them for myself, and I might stick it, well, my burlap tree will be in the center of my centerpiece. I might put, you know, the boy bunny on this side of the burlap and the girl on maybe this side. So, but you can find all kinds of little fun things to add to your centerpieces, even at like Dollar Tree or anything. These came from Michael's. So, I'm just going to add, but we're going to do, you're going to get the basic stuff, and then you can add to it as you, after you do it. I even found these at Dollar Tree. These are really cute. They kind of look like the marshmallowy kind of rabbit picks. These were from Dollar Tree. Aren't they cute? And they got little funny bugs. So if you wanted to add more color to it, you definitely won't take away from the centerpiece, but what, honey?
Emily's adding some holes to the top of the stem so you can zip tie it into the board.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I just hot glued mine. Mine stayed because I used Gorilla Glue, and I didn't have Gorilla Glue last night, and what a mess. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so I have started the centerpiece. So I just did one section. Okay, and this is kind of what it's going to look like.
Going down?
Not yet. You can still see me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to look like, but of course it's going to be full. So it'll be probably, by the time it's finished, it'll be about 14, 15 inches round. Like, so it'll be perfect for the center of a table. And we will be putting this right in the center, okay? And then you'll have all your stuff going around it. It's going to be gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so, and I've made it pretty much foolproof for you guys and myself with my pattern. Okay, so I was already following my pattern, and I kind of highlighted the holes that I've already put my material in. Okay. So, let me just put this away and get it out of the way and just see if there's any questions. The egg trees I got from Big Lots. So, I don't know if they have any left. Like I said, I got them in like January on biglots.com. Oh, really? Oh, I've never had a problem, Jan. Mine's just a cheap Surebonder. This thing is ancient too. It's just a Surebonder, and it's got like a fine tip. I've never had a problem with them. Yes, you do get the small board with the kit. You get everything with the kit. The only thing you won't get with it is like the little accent I might put on, like this little bunny pick. But everything else you'll get. Okay, so let's get this going. So, first thing we're doing is we're cutting our mesh into 10-inch pieces. Now, I've pre-cut some, but I will show you guys how you can cut it. If you have a rotary cutter, you can use that. If you have electric scissors, or you could just even use scissors. There's going to be just so much going on in this centerpiece. If there's a bit of frays, you won't even be able to tell. Okay, so I'm going to cut.
Can you go down to the board?
Yeah, you can go down. See you guys in a bit. We're going to go down to the board. Laura, I haven't figured out the price yet. I will post it right after. I get a little scatterbrained, and I go to do something, and then right in the middle of something, I'll do something else, and I forget what I was doing. So I was calculating the cost of the kit, and then I forgot to finish calculating it. pretty good. I think that they specialize in glue guns. Hi, Nancy White. Hi, Francine. Okay. So we got our 10-inch mesh. Now, don't cut your whole roll because you definitely won't be using the whole roll. So if you don't cut it, you can save it and use the rest on another project. So you could probably, you know, do a row of sunflowers in this or something else if you wanted. Because the poly neutral pretty much matches everything. Okay, so on my legend, I have R as rabbit ribbon, B as blue ribbon, P as pink ribbon, and F as flower stem. So on my ink, it's all color coded, so you will get a colored pattern copy in your kit of where you're going to put everything, okay? So I've already done a R for rabbit and an R for and P for pink, and I've done one with a flower stem, and then I've done the R and P on this hole, so rabbit and pink. So I'm just continuing around here, around my pattern. So we are not using all the holes on the outside of the board, we are skipping them. If we used all 16 holes around the board, it would be just too jam-packed and your ribbons and everything will just get swallowed, and it's just unnecessary supplies. So we're going to skip every other one, okay? For the ruffle that we're going to do, now we're going to be doing a ruffle. You're going to cut your 10-inch pieces. You're going to lay them in front of you. You're going to have your serged edges at the side, which means your finished edges, okay? And then your raw edges are where you cut your mesh, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to scrunch this up. Now, when you scrunch it up, you're going to want to, let me flip this, oh no, I guess I can't. What, babe?
Some Connie ladies being really rude to Derica.
What?
Some Connie ladies being really rude to Derica. I hope it's not somebody from our group.
How did you find that out?
Patricia just said so.
Oh, I hope it's nobody from here. No, we don't tolerate stuff like that. Anyways, okay, so we're going to do a ruffle. So what you're going to do is you're going to be using your thumb. Your thumb is going to push your mesh forward, and your Peter pointers, your index finger here, is going to be squishing and pushing, until you got a ruffle. So you're making almost like an accordion type scrunch in the center of your mesh, okay? I'll do that one more time. So with your thumb and forefinger, I just put my paper underneath so you guys can see it better. So you want your raw edge facing down. So when you push up, make sure it's facing down on the table, and then scrunch, and then scrunch again. Again, making sure that raw edge is facing the table. We don't want it facing up because we don't want to see it if it frays, okay? And then you're going to turn it like this. So almost like a fan, or like that, okay? And then I'm going to put a clothespin on here, okay? I'll do another one. Hi Ruth, you can order the wreath frames from, I'm not sure what country you're in, but you can order them from Amazon or Craft Outlet or Trendy Tree or uniqueinthecreek.com, or if you're in Canada, you can order them from uniqueinthecreek.ca. Okay, so I'm just going to do 2 ruffles and put them aside. Yes, Judy. Okay, so if you can see here, I've done 4 holes already, and on my pattern, those are the 4 holes I've highlighted already. So I just kind of kept track of what I've done already. So this is the rabbit with blue, this is the rabbit with pink, this one has a flower, and this one's got a rabbit with pink. Okay, and what I mean is it's going to have a piece of deco mesh. Okay, so every hole is going to have a piece of deco mesh, and it's going to go in the way I'm going to show you. Like, it's going to go in like this fold, and I'll show you. You're going to put a piece of rabbit ribbon, and that rabbit ribbon is going to be cut at 13 inches. And you're also going to put you're going to cut a 30-inch piece of blue sheer ribbon. Okay, and that, where it says rabbit in blue, that is what we're going to put in. If it says rabbit in pink, we're going to do a 13-inch piece of rabbit and a 30-inch piece. Actually, it's not 30 inch, it's 28 inches. 28-inch piece of pink. If it has an F for just flower, it's just going to have deco mesh, and it's going to have a flower stem put in it. Okay, it's very simple. It looks a little confusing when I'm doing this, but once I get started, you'll see really how simple it is. Okay, so we kind of know where we are on our map, so it doesn't matter which way you work around your frame. I guess I can work this way. So this one I will be skipping, so I'm going to be going into these holes, and what you're going to do is you're going to put your zip tie down one hole and up the other. Okay. All right, and then you can zip this up a little bit. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that. And we are working on this one right here. So it's going to be a rabbit and a pink. So I'm going to take my ribbon, and I didn't pre-cut my ribbons yet. So I'm going to take my ribbon and cut it at 13 inches. Okay, actually I'll cut a couple since I'm cutting already. Now you don't need you can just do this with scissors. I just happen to have my rotary cutter right beside me. Yes, I know I say it funny. I just can't say it. We don't know, Pam, when they're going to be. We're still waiting to get the tree mold back from China, and the cross, and we have so much things on the go. I think we're making China's head spin. So that's yeah, that's all I can say about that one. So all right, so I got some 13-inch rabbits cut, and now I'm going to cut some of the pink sheer ribbon. And I'm going to cut it at 28 inches. Now my cutting board is only 24 inches. So I'll measure out 24 inches. And then I'll just measure another 4. Get my scissors. Okay.
When you hold the paper, Michelle's saying you can't see the paper because you put it at the top of the mat. When you do the paper, just hold it in the center of the mat.
You mean the pattern?
Yeah, just hold it in the center of the mat.
Okay.
That way they can see it.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I say it properly anymore. Sorry, Suzanne. It's rotary. See, it needs that extra syllable. Same with kerfuffle. And then another 4, so another 20. We're going to cut these at 28. And I'll cut a couple of the blue ones so we can get going. So I don't know how about you guys, I really like the, not the so in your face colors for Easter, but if you did want to add more color to it, you can feel free and add anything else you want to it, to the kit. I'm keeping mine simple because I was selling it as a kit, so, and everybody's got, you know, their different preferences. So, okay.
Everybody cuts correct her. But you know what? It's the same as 11-teen, right? It rolls off your tongue really easy.
Yeah.
So you say 11-teen and it's probably faster.
11-teen. Okay, so right here I'm going to do rabbit in pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these ruffles. Okay. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to get a piece of rabbit. I'm just going to fold the rabbit in half, and I'm going to slip that through the zip tie as well.
Oh, he's eating?
What?
You bleeding?
Oh, I scraped myself on my,
Oh.
I think I did that getting out of the hot tub. There might be a nail by the porch. Okay, so I'm doing that, and I'm doing pink. Now, I did kind of a bow type formation. You can see that in the centerpiece here. And to do that, maybe I'll show you with the blue, it'll show up a little better. To do that, all you do is you take your 20-inch, 8-inch piece, okay? You're gonna cross them over like this. So you're almost making that like the Cancer symbol or a ribbon symbol, okay? You're gonna take the top of this and just bring it down to the center. So this is kind of what you're making. So like a bow type formation. And I'm just gonna kind of tuck these in and I'm gonna slip it through the zip tie. So when I slip it through, they'll have a loop and it'll have a tail. And same with the other side, it'll have a loop and a tail. You're gonna make sure your decal mesh is in there and tighten it. Make sure your ribbons are good. All right, and then tighten her up. Now you can go around and put you get a pack of 100 zip ties. So if it's easier for you to do all the mesh first and then go back and add your ribbon and stuff, you can put a double zip tie over your mesh. And I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Some people find it a lot easier to do it like that. You can use pipe cleaners as well. But you guys all know me, I'm not into pipe cleaners. Plus then you have twisting and everything else. Okay. Now the nice thing with doing it with the board is when you put your tree thing on, if you want to take it off the board or take your centerpiece off the table, you just lift it off. Okay, you don't have to take your tree out and then have everything else out. Your whole thing becomes one piece. Okay, and then when you go to put it away, you can take your tree off and fold it sideways and put it in a box or something for next year. So you're not having to worry about packing this up so it won't get ruined.
They're correcting me, telling you that the ribbon was supposed to be pink.
Oh, it was. Okay. So I'll show you if you want to use a double zip tie. See, I did that on purpose. Yeah, we'll go with that. I just wanted to see if you guys were on the ball. I was showing you guys with the blue because it was easier to see. Okay, so some people like to do a double zip tie, which is great. I like to do it too sometimes. Just let me push this out of the way so you guys can see it a little better. So I'm working on this one.
Size is the ruffle.
It's a 10 by 10 inch piece. Okay, so I will ruffle this back up again. I'm flipping it out. And now I like to flip it out because once we get all the outside edge, it'll actually make a nice circle with ruffles on your table. So this is if you want to do a double zip tie. So you can put your mesh in. So you can go and put all your mesh in. And this works nicely too because it lifts your ribbon up a little higher off the board than your mesh. Okay, so your mesh is in there and you're not farting around with it anymore. Then you can go and put another zip tie. So you're going down and up in the same hole. Okay, you're going to take your rabbit. Now you could either dovetail your ends before you put it in. You don't have to do it at all. I prefer my dovetail ends, and to do that you take your piece of ribbon, and this is 13 inches. You fold it together and then you're going to fold it again. And you're going to have a folded part and an open part. And when you're making your dovetails, what you're going to do is cut from the folded part to the corner. Okay? And that gives you your perfect V-tails. Okay? So now we're going to take this ribbon and just scrunch it. Now I'm going to put it, I'm putting it one ribbon around the zip tie. Okay, just like that. and the pink, you're going to take your 28-inch piece and just cross it over. Bring this piece right down to the center. Okay, and then just kind of tuck it in like that, and then you're going to slip this through the zip tie. So you're slipping a loop and a tail through the zip tie. There we go. And then you can do this up and then fluff your bow. So when you do a double zip tie, it kind of raises your ribbon up a little higher off the mesh. And I'm going to dovetail these as I go because I will forget. To tend to the beam. Are you doing every other hole? Yes, on the outside, Michelle, we're doing every other hole. There's no need to do every hole for this. Okay, so we got the pink. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm done that one. I'm just going to take my highlighter and cross it off. So now I'm going to go and do this one right here. No, sorry. Let me move this back. There we go. I'm doing this hole right here, and that's just going to be a ruffle and a flower stem. So go down and up. You can do your zip tie up. Okay, we're going to have a ruffle. Now you're going to take your flower bunch. Okay, and there's 10 stems on here. Okay, I like to push all the greenery up near the top, just like that. And then I'm going to snip it off. I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches of the stem on there. Okay, so I'm taking one of those off. I'm going to slip this ruffle. So all the ruffles are always going out towards the back or towards the edge. And you'll have to fluff all your ribbons after. You're going to zip it up enough that you can let go of the ruffle. And then you're going to take your flower pick and you're going to bend the stem into like an L shape. Okay? And you're just going to stick that in the zip tie and the ruffle. There we go. And now you're going to zip it nice and tight. Now it's in there pretty good. You can hit it with some hot glue if you'd like. And I won't because I have gross hot glue sticks, if you watched me last night, that I bought from Michael's, and I will never use them for anything again because it'll leave white all over my thing. But it's in there good, and it's a centerpiece, so it's pretty much not going to go anywhere. It's not like it's going to fall off a door or anything. Okay, so we got that one done. Okay, so we are on to the next hole. So we're skipping this hole. We're going to this one. And this one is rabbit and blue. So we're just, as you can see, it's a pattern. We're going red, or blue, pink, blue, pink. Oh, I didn't ruffle anymore. Okay, make my ruffle, flip it up, I'm going to do double zip tie. I like the double zip tie look, and it's easier, but you can do the single zip tie where you stick your ribbon and everything else in, or you can use pipe cleaners. If you want to use pipe cleaners, you just stick everything in the pipe cleaner and twist it, which is probably what I should have did. Because really, I don't like pipe cleaners because they rust and everything, but I guess if it's a centerpiece, it really doesn't matter because it's not really going to rust, is it? Okay, now I need blue. Okay, so my 28-inch piece. Now I'm trying to put the tails of these. We'll have to go around and straighten them all out after we put everything in, but we want the tails facing towards the outside when we do end up doing going around and fixing everything, okay? So you can make your loops as big as you want, as small as you want, whatever you want. You can stick more flowers in there if you wanted. But you don't want to get too busy, because once it gets too busy, I find it gets a little gaudy looking. So sometimes less is more. And I used to say that in my workshops all the time. Because you want to just keep adding and adding and adding. Okay, there's that one. So I normally wouldn't do this, but because I'm teaching you guys, that's why I'm using this pattern thing, so it'll be much easier for you guys. Okay, and then we're going to do this one right here, and it is going to be a ruffle and a flower. So pretty much the second row is all just ruffle and flower. Thank you for sharing, Leslie. Hi, everybody. Now, you can do this very easily with a large board, too. I did at Christmas, I did both a large and a small centerpiece. Obviously, the large just takes more, but it is absolutely stunning. Like, it is, if you have a big dining room table, you'll want a big centerpiece. So, the large board is pretty much going to give you that. So we're going to zip this in, and then we got our flower bunch stem. You're just going to make an L shape, stick it in your zip tie, and zip it up. Okay. All right, this inside hole here is going to be, where am I? Flower, pink, blue and pink. Okay, I am doing this hole right here because I didn't want too much of this rabbit ribbon in it to overpower it. So I didn't want to put side by side rabbit ribbon. Now you can, if you want, you have enough. There is 10 yards on this roll, so you can easily do rabbit ribbon all the way around if you'd like. But I wanted to break it up a bit. And everything corresponds, so I'm just going to do blue and pink here, but I'm going to do blue and pink totally right opposite to it. So your centerpiece, no matter how you spin it, the centerpiece will look the same on wherever you look. So if you spin the centerpiece, it'll look the same on all the sides. Okay, so I need a pink and I need a blue. Oh, I knew I had another blue. Okay, so I'm going to put my ruffle in here. Now I'm not going to, actually maybe I will. I'm just going to put my ribbon in over top. I think I actually should have used pipe cleaners for this. I don't think I've ever said that, but for this one I should have. And maybe I will before I send them all the kits out. Okay, we're using blue and pink. What I'm going to do is the same thing, but I'm going to put a blue in. And a pink in. Did you guys like our caricature that we got done? Isn't it fun? All right, so I'm going to put the pink in this way and the blue in this way. So kind of making an X with them.
They're gonna be on the website? No, not gonna be on the website, are they?
What?
The kits.
Yes.
Oh, they will.
Once I get my stuff together, my crap together. I have all the stuff. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be offering this in case you were thinking of buying a centerpiece when you can actually make one. And people, if you're having Easter over at your place, people will be quite impressed if you told them you made the centerpiece. This would be even nice for like a wedding or something too. Like not with rabbits obviously, but you know, a nice nice ribbons and stuff. And some kind of flower coming out of the center.
Did you say tonight after the live you're gonna put them up?
Probably tomorrow sometime.
Okay.
I got stuff to work out still.
Yeah, people are asking.
Oh, okay. All right, so that was my blue and pink. Okay, now over here, right here, no, sorry, right here, is flower and rabbit in pink. Yes, rabbit in pink. Okay. So I'm skipping this hole and we're going to this hole. We got rabbit. I gotta cut some more, so. See, I need a bigger cutting mat, honey. The 24-inch one is just too small. Now you can cut your ribbons larger if you want. I just found that you could see the 28-inch works very nicely. It's a good size. When I was playing around with it, I was playing with different sizes and stuff, and it worked nicely for me with the 28. Right? Centerpieces for anything, so it doesn't have to be just for Christmas or for a holiday. Like, I think these would be spectacular for weddings. And then people would actually take them home and actually use them. Like, you know, you give away the centerpieces and stuff. What am I doing that for? I need a piece of mesh. And actually, this mesh, this poly jute mesh, is my absolute favorite mesh to work with. It is, well, I love the color because it's neutral and it matches pretty much anything. And that little strip of white in it makes it nice and fresh. Fun and fresh. Yeah, I think with the kit, maybe I will put in pipe cleaners. And you guys wouldn't have to do all this. You guys know me with my pipe cleaners, but it would work much better with pipe cleaners for this particular project. Dovetail these before I put it in. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a pretty quiet weekend. We didn't really do much, did we, honey?
Nope.
I've been doing lives, it feels like, since the dawn of age. I said to Dave, you know, as much as I love crafting every night with you guys and having fun with you guys, the 7 days of live things, I gotta stop doing that. My back just can't handle these 7 days of lives. It's screaming at me like, knock it off. I went into the hot tub right before I went on live, so I'm limber, and even my hands are hurting because I've been using them so much. Isn't this turning out really pretty? Okay. Pink. Flower. Now you can go around row to row. I just found for teaching you guys It would be easier if I went downwards. That way you could see what I was doing. If I did the first row, you guys would have a really hard time seeing what I was doing. So when you're constructing your centerpiece, you may want to go all the way around, do the first row, and then do the second row. It would probably be easier for you. Just for me to show you guys on camera, it's just easier to do it this way. Okay, so we got a ruffle. Move this bow out of the way. Isn't this soft and pretty? Like, it's not like so in your face, and it will pretty much match anything. And wait till we put the egg center in. Okay, you're gonna make your L. And then you're just gonna stick that L part into the zip tie there. I'm doing it upside down and I can't see what I'm doing. There, found the hole. And then zip it up tight. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. See, the first time I'm constructing it, I knew what I wanted it to look like in my head. And I bought all the supplies, hoping it was going to look like what's in my head, because I bought a lot of supplies. So I am so thankful that it's actually turning out. All right, so where are we here? We are doing rabbit and blue. So we need a piece of rabbit. And blue. I think we're talking about pricing.
Somebody asked because she's trying to figure out how to price, and
you'll always get those cheap people. Doesn't matter where you live. You can live in the most extravagant city like LA or something, and you'll still have people that will want to barter with you, and I'm one of those people.
But there's so many variables in pricing, where you live, and
plus Unique in the Creek wreaths are so different than the norm, or even these centerpieces, that people want them just because they are different, and they'll pay because they're different.
Well,
they're not the standard, normal grapevine wreath.
They'll pay to a certain amount. I mean, there's still a ceiling that people are going to hit. So
yeah.
That's the trick, I guess, is trying to figure out what that ceiling is.
It's hard. It is. And if you're not selling online too, it's hard because, well, I guess it depends where you live. So if you know your area and you know you live in a cheap area,
I know around here some say 45. She says to some they say that much. Yeah,
really?
But they might be saying that much just to try to get you to come down a bit. Hold tight on it and see what they say.
See, if I was buying something on, okay, I'll use myself as an example. If I'm buying something on Kijiji or Craigslist or Facebook or like Marketplace or whatever, I would never pay the full price. It's kind of like when you go away. I always ask cheaper. It's how I am, and it drives me crazy if Dave doesn't do it. So, because it's almost like when you're selling on Facebook and stuff, it's almost like a garage sale. I guess that's that's what I think of it as. So, if you are selling on Facebook and you want to get, say, $40 for that wreath, ask $45 or $50, because
or right firm.
Or right firm, yeah. Because I won't dicker if somebody actually writes firm, but I just love to barter, and no matter where I go, now I wouldn't go in a department store and do that, but Yeah, but for Etsy and stuff like that, that's a little different. I know people will still try and ask you if that's your best price, and you just say yes. You know, simple as that. They'll still probably buy it, because if they really like it, they're still going to buy it. It's like me. If I find something on Facebook Marketplace that I like enough to actually send a message about how much is it, I'm going to buy it anyways, because I did send the message, and I'm not going to waste my time. But if you say, no, that's the price, that's the price. If they want it bad enough, they'll pay that extra $5. But there's people that are cheap like me. I'm frugal, not cheap, frugal. Okay, and this one has a flower. So push your greenery up, cut it off. And you're gonna turn this around because we're getting almost done. I'm gonna stick this in the zip tie and the mesh. My hands are so sore. I went in the hot tub and the hot helped. I think because I've been just using them so much. There we go. God, that's pretty.
Yeah, I think this is what you suggest, pricing a little lower when you first get started to get your name out there.
That's up to you. If you want to get a couple sales under your belt and get some word out, that's what I did. I wanted to, when I first started selling wreaths and craft shows and stuff like that, I could have sold them for more, but I didn't because I just wanted to get my name out. So I was happy if I made like $10 off one because I enjoyed crafting anyways, and nobody wanted my free wreaths anymore in my family. So, yeah, so that's totally up to you. Now, you don't want to underprice yourself either.
There's good points. It's hard to go up if you start low.
Yeah. So, for instance, if you price a wreath at $40 and you have a customer that buys it at $40, they may send their friend over, you know, a week later to buy that same wreath. So you kind of have to be prepared to sell it for $40 again. Eventually, you can slowly up your price as you get more under your belt, because obviously, if you're just starting out, you're not a professional quality wreath maker, right? So when you're just starting out, it's like your customers are almost like guinea pigs. I hate to say that, but it's true. And you want to, you just want to get your name out there and get some traffic onto your Facebook page or your Etsy or whatever. And then once you get better, because as the more wreaths you make, the better you get. It's just simple as that, because practice makes perfect, and it's definitely this case in wreathing. The more wreaths you make, the better you're going to get. So even like the roses, you know, if you make one rose and you think, that's okay, you can, you're almost guaranteed by the third rose, your rose is almost perfect, because, you know, you've learned from your mistakes from the first two. So that's why I say never give up. Don't give up. If you've only done one and it didn't work your way, or it didn't come out like mine, keep in mind, I've been doing wreaths for a long time. I've been crafting and making things for a long, long time. So yours may not come out like mine, but eventually, if you keep at it, they will. All right, where am I? Blue. And I'm done this flower. Like, I even see my mom. My mom, she's a really good crafter, but she's never made wreaths until, like, I started Unique in the Creek. And her first wreath, she did actually last year at Easter time, because I had rabbit wreath kits that I was selling just around here. So, you know, the size little bunny heads and stuff. So I just sold kits around my area. And I gave my mom a kit. And that was the first time she ever made a wreath. And she did really good. Well, she's been making a few more wreaths. So she actually pulled out last year's wreath, of her rabbit wreath, and totally spruced it all up because she learned more things than she did last year. So her rabbit wreath is like really stepped up a notch from last year. She added more things to it. She made a new bow because she, you know, she got herself an easy bow maker and, you know, stuff like that. So she knew what to fix on that rabbit wreath. Although, Mom, you did a fabulous job on your rabbit wreath last year. But this year's rabbit wreath looks spectacular. Okay, flower. Okay, this inner one is pink. So we're going to have a rabbit and a pink. Now, if you don't use a pattern, nobody's going to know that, oh my gosh, you have two blue bows next to each other, except for you guys. But anybody, any layperson that comes into your house and says how beautiful the centerpiece is, they're not going to say, look, you have two blue bows together. Well, you might. I have some of those friends, but normally nobody's going to notice. What, honey?
Pam asked how many wreaths should you take to your first craft fair?
Oh, that's a hard one. Well, I think the people in the group can probably answer better than me. I know people are posting, say for instance, their rose and their sunflower. They post one and they're getting 4 or 5 orders just from that one post because they're different. So if you went to a craft fair that nobody's ever seen a rose wreath and you go with 3 red rose wreaths or yellow rose wreaths if you're in Texas, you're pretty much guaranteed that they will sell because they're different. Okay, so I really can't tell you how many to bring.
Better to take fewer and then take orders.
Yeah, maybe take, you know, one of each kind that you make or something, and take pictures and have a picture book, and people can take, they can take orders. So like if you made, you know, 3 red roses and they all sold, you can show them a picture. Well, this is the red rose. I had 3. Unfortunately, they all sold. So as soon as somebody hears they all sold at that craft show, they're going to definitely want one. So you can show them a picture and take an order. Because if they're at a craft show, more than likely they live around your area, unless you're a traveling craft show. So make sure you have some business cards that you can write on the back. Bring an order book with you, just a cheap one from the dollar store. Just have a little order pad in case, well, most likely you will get orders. I'm sure some people can chime in. What am I doing here? I am doing pink. That's right, rabbit and pink. So we are getting pretty full here. There you go, Sheila. What did you sell, Sheila? Sorry, I might have missed that, but Sheila said she sold 5 at $45. I used to sell my sunflowers at $45 and get it for no problem. My roses I would sell at 40 because the roses are cheaper to make because you're not, well, I could whip a rose up in like 40 minutes and you're not working on a center and all that stuff. So I would sell my roses cheaper and use 21-inch mesh so I'm not having to double it, and use good quality mesh so you don't have to make more work for yourself. Because if it takes you, you know, if it takes, and now I know on a wire frame, it can take you up to, you know, 2 hours to do a rose wreath. In that 2 hours, you can do 3 Unique in the Creek rose wreaths and less supplies. So time is money as well. So you should factor that in as well when you are making wreaths for your craft shows and stuff. You know, work smarter, not harder. Seriously.
Evelyn did 6 at $40 each.
Like she sold 6 at $40 each from Facebook. There you go. Okay, where are we? We got this flower. Like these centerpieces. Like, look at how beautiful this is. You won't find anything like this at Michael's or Joann's or anything. And I'm chatting away, but you can whip this up in less than an hour if you had all your stuff done and, you know.
Because of Edna's suggestion and Mrs. Monkey's experiment, you'll probably have a lot of pool wreaths for kids.
Yeah, we're going to do, you're going to have lots of pool wreaths. I wonder if it's still floating. I bet you it is. Okay, so we're doing our rabbit ribbon at 13. So I'm out of the ones I previously cut. So I think you probably, with this rabbit ribbon, you'll probably have enough for 3 centerpieces. Is it 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, so I've only been doing this for an hour, and I've been chit-chatting, so that's not bad. Not even an hour, because I chit-chatted at the beginning.
So 4 lollyflowers.
Lollyflowers are, see, again, you don't see those anywhere, right? So they're different, which catches people's eyes. And they just have to have it. You know, they got to have the best front door on the street. And there is neighborhoods like that.
Are you posting this thing again?
Am I posting what?
Oh, you'll be putting that in the kit, right? The pattern?
Yes. But if you have a small board, I can post the pattern. It's going to be pertaining to the kit, but you can change it around. Or just print off. The small board is the large board without the 8 holes. So we do have the blank template on our website, and I posted it on Facebook, that you can just omit the outside 8 holes and use that template to write your stuff on. Okay, so I just did my legend on the bottom, and I typed it nicely. You had to see my scribble before. I typed it nicely. Oh, Crafters Convention. That's why I'm wearing the t-shirt. Crafters Convention, guys. June 27th to the 29th. Tomorrow morning, I believe, is the last day, Scott said, for the 4 payment plan. So if you can't afford all at once, he's offering a payment plan, which is great. That way you can budget your money. But unfortunately, tomorrow's the last day to sign up for the 4 payment plan. So if you want to go, and you can't afford that lump sum of money, get your payment plan, okay? There's great ticket. There's great people presenting. I am one of them. And I will be doing a make and take. So you will be taking a wreath home with you, finished. There's all kinds of make and takes going on. I know Derica's even doing a make and take. Yep, I know what she's making, and I'm not telling you. So get your tickets, because they are selling out fast. Fast. What am I doing here? Pink. And I'm doing a blue. Blue and rabbit. So last year I had so much fun at Crafters Convention. Are the ribbons from Craft Outlet? I did not get these ribbons for Craft Outlet. I got them from Craig Bachman, who's a wholesaler. And I bought cases of it to make for the kits. I believe Craft Outlet may use Craig Bachman as well, so they may have this on their website. But I would also check Waterman's Loft and Deco Exchange, as well as like Trendy Tree. If you really like this ribbon. I really liked it because it was very simple. right? And just adding a little pop of color with the little bit of white. And then we're gonna put the muted egg tree in the center, like with some green. How fresh and pretty is that? Like, I was so excited when I seen these trees. Okay, so this one is a blue and rabbit. See, as you can see, as we keep going along, it's getting pretty full. So you really don't need to add much more to it. Like I said, I might put my little rabbit picks sitting on the burlap pouch thing for the tree. And we'll go around and we'll straighten all our ribbons out in a bit. Rabbit and blue. Again, I'm just going up and over my already zip tied. I did buy a ton of zip ties, but I might give you guys pipe cleaners. It just might, I don't know. So you guys have been doing unique wreaths for a while. Do you guys prefer, like, do most of you use zip ties like me, or do you use pipe cleaners? I'm just kind of getting a poll. Because you can use both, and it's preference. Like I always say that. I don't like the twisting of the pipe cleaners. Yes, it's June 27th to the 29th in Collinsville, Illinois. Zip ties too, you like zip ties, Annette? Yeah, me too, okay. Yeah. It gives a neat feeling. Yeah, both, okay. Zip ties. It's good to know because I just never know. And I don't want to sway people either way. I just prefer zip ties. And I know with the zip ties, it's not going to rust or come apart, or not that a centerpiece would anyways, but
Pretty much everyone's
zip ties. Now, like I said, I really like zip ties for my wreaths and stuff like this, but I think this project, this particular project, because we're putting ribbons and everything in, it would be good with pipe cleaners. I don't know. But then we got that whole twisting motion. I use pipe cleaners when I add bows and zip ties with just mesh. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. I use just double zip ties. Pretty much the same cost as, well, zip ties I think are a little cheaper than pipe cleaners. So they're only cents, pennies a zip tie, so. What am I doing here? Oh, a flower. We're almost done. But this is a good little afternoon project if you were, you know, sitting around watching hockey with your hockey. Or watching Housewives. Oh my gosh, did you guys watch Housewives Beverly Hills? Oh my God, talk about tea. Oh, and then the tea on Housewives of New Jersey. Damn, Teresa was a biatch. I would be too if my husband was going to be deported. Joe Giudice is going to be deported, honey. Did you watch the finale?
I don't care.
He watches it. He falls asleep to it, but he ends up
mindless and it puts me to sleep.
I love mindless TV. Because when I go to bed, I don't want to be thinking of work. I don't want to thinking of wreaths. I want to watch other people's problems. Somehow it's satisfying to me. Especially rich people's problems. And knowing that they have problems too. Anyways, I love it.
Well, we're not supposed to say nothing. Michelle hasn't watched it yet.
What? Oh, well, I didn't say really much. I just said she was a biatch. Well, y'all know that Joe's been up for extradition. I don't think he's been extradited yet. Oh, actually, Google that, hun. Because the finale was like 2 months ago. Please?
I set my Google credits this year.
Please, just Google if he's gone back to Italy. Inquiring minds want to know. These things need to know. Yeah. And a pink. all our viewers need to know if Joe Giudice is going back to Italy. Because I know there are people out there like me that just need to know the gossip. So you will pretty much have enough for another centerpiece with 1 roll of 10-inch mesh. I think I mentioned that already. And I need pink.
Can't find nothing.
What do you mean you can't find nothing?
Can't find.
Did you spell it right?
I said recent.
Recent what? Why are you yelling at me? I have feelings, you know.
I can't find nothing.
Do I drive you crazy?
Yes.
I drive him crazy, guys. I love it. Teresa lives 15 minutes. Oh. I wanted to go to one of the housewives' house when we were in New Jersey, but Dave wouldn't take me because he's a fun sucker. Thought we would miss the boat. I was thinking we should have a Housewives of Stony Creek, and I would be the star of it. I could do that. I could do a reality show. No problem. Babe, you could do a reality show. Dave wants to do Wreathing Wars. He's been saying that since we started.
Yeah, the longer I'm in this business, the more I think it'll be a great show.
It would be a great show, Wreathing Wars. And we would have Scott Waterman as the host, because he's got that type of voice, and he's got that personality.
He's got a TV host personality.
We mentioned it last year before about our ADA. Same with Wreathing Around America with our RV.
Wow, that ring changed you. That's right, Michelle did.
We're gonna wreath across America in our RV, right, honey?
Yeah.
We're gonna have our big. We could put our caricature on the side of the RV, hun. That would be so cool. And we'll just park in customers' driveways. Give us some hearts if you'd like us to park in your driveway, and we'll host a wreathing shot from your driveway.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny. That would be a lot of fun. The theme song would be the shark song. For Wreathing Wars, hun.
Yeah.
They all wreath do 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 do. They all wreath do 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 do. They have drama do do. They all wreath do do.
That was good, man.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you. My impromptu wreath song. Okay, where am I here? I think I'm doing blue and pink. Yes, I am. Blue and pink ribbon. Right, Haley? That would be awesome.
Yeah, if I want to, you know how much I would love to go visit everybody?
Oh, I know. We haven't traveled around our own country, but
We'll go back and forth. Never mind. Just think
yeah,
of it
U.S.
as
is a lot warmer.
think of it as one big country and just go up and down.
Up and down? Vertically?
Or it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that would be fun. One day when we're not having to be here, which hopefully would be soon, and we don't have to run the...
In honor of Michelle yelling, right?
Aw, my poor Michelle. She's suffering today. Got a bit of a headache.
We can do...
Y'all ain't right.
In the winter you go down to the warm states, and then in the summer you come up this way.
Oh, is that what we'll do, honey? We can winter in Florida. We have quite a few Florida customers. My brother was talking about moving, and I'm like, well, and he was going to move they might be moving somewhere warm. It's like, well, if I park my RV in your driveway, do I technically live in the United States? I don't think so.
Vi, we are going to go to Frankenmuth again, so we have to get another clock.
Yeah, we have to get another clock by, so we are going to Frankenmuth. Probably on our way back from Crafters Convention.
We never said that, Linda. We just said she's got a headache.
What'd she say? Nah, she just got a headache.
The tongue over question mark. the wreath still floating? Is the wreath still floating?
I don't know. I didn't ask her that today. I should have.
Next verse, 10.
She was gonna leave it until it sunk.
Next verse, 10 inch squares, 10 inch squares, squares. Thank you, Annette.
That was a good one. Let's keep adding. What else we can add to it? Ruffle folds. No. We have ribbon do 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 do.
In the pool it goes do 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 do. In the pool it goes. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna crisscross. This is that blue and pink, and I'm just gonna crisscross them.
12 squares do do do.
Bottoms up do do do. Bottoms up. Get it when you're making a bow?
I got it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you got it, honey. Oh, was I supposed to put a flower there? Wait a second.
See now all your foolishness.
Oh, my foolishness. I think I was supposed to put a flower there.
If those zip ties do 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 do. If those zip ties do do do.
Curse at your glue gun. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Flat side up do 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 do. Flat side up. Oh, God. You guys are good.
All right.
Next is 14 in tails. 13 inch tails, 13 inch tails. Why am I singing?
I have no idea because we're making up our theme song for Wreath Wars.
This is one hell of a long theme song.
And you know who could be the judge of Wreathing Words? Damon. Because he would tell you what's wrong, and so would Michelle.
All these fun do 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 do.
Is that Michelle or
No, that's
Margaret?
Michelle. No,
Oh. I think Damon and Monkey Michelle.
Michael's blue sucks.
Yes, exactly.
Michael's blue sucks.
It does.
Oh my God.
I was so mad. Still mad. If I wasn't so lazy today, I would have ran over to Michael's and told him I want my money back. Okay, I have one hole in the center left. Okay, so where are we? One hole here.
Hot glue burns.
Yeah.
You could take all these lyrics and put them together in some kind of hip hop song
Could we, huh?
or rap song or something.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be lost in the mesh here, so just bear with me. You won't see what I'm doing, but it's pretty much the same I've been doing the whole hour.
Blue Mountains.
Oh yeah, I can't forget the Blue Mountains.
That'd be really nice.
It is, isn't it? And it's not too over the top. Now, if Dave tells me it's going to be nice, I know it's nice. I don't get a compliment much.
This guy's got grumpy since you got your ring.
Oh, whatever.
I haven't had any jokes lately, Linda.
He has been such in a funk. I have to get him out of this funk. It's ever since I don't think he wants to marry me. Is that it, honey?
No, it's not.
Do you not want to marry me?
I need some sunshine and warmth.
We just got from the sunshine.
That really wasn't that.
We're going to Vegas in like a month. I think it's warm there.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight hearing that song.
You're welcome. Well, who started with this? I think it was Michelle Jolnette. See that, Michelle G?
No, it was all about the Wreathing Wars and the theme song.
Yeah, who said the theme song should be Shark? Baby Shark.
Well, next cruise is gonna be out of Florida.
Yeah, we're going out of Florida. We're done with leaving from New York. It's too cold.
It's too cold. The time of year we go, it's too cold.
Yeah, because we go every February and it's too cold. That was only the second time we've done it, so.
We went out of New York the one time and then out of New Jersey.
Yeah, we went out of New York one time, and that was an 11-night cruise, so that one wasn't so bad, because we went way down south. The one we just did through New Jersey, it wasn't long enough, and we didn't go far enough south. Although it was hot in Bahamas. Okay, what do we have left here? We have a mess. We got one that has to have flour.
Does anyone use the tool yet?
Tool? I don't use tool, but I've seen people using tool around the outside of the tulip wreaths, which look really pretty. Oh, where'd my flower pick go? Here.
Don't be sorry, Linda. They're just all mad because their song's gonna be stuck in their head all night.
Yeah, oh, I just popped it off. Don't be sorry, Linda. Because it's going to be stuck in all our heads,
Oh,
you
sorry.
included.
No, she meant this. She meant the tool that tightens and cuts the zip ties.
The tool, what?
Oh, I think it means the.
Oh, the tool, T-O-O-L.
Yeah.
Oh, I had one of those, Linda, and I kept breaking them. Because we get them free from Uline. And I just find needle nose pliers in my... Oh, shit. I didn't even stick it
I
in.
think there's a couple people on here that have used it. I remember them.
Yeah, it's either you love it or you don't. Pretty much it. I kept breaking it. Because I like to pull my zip ties. And I think that's probably a lot of problem with my back is I like to pull my zip ties tight. Make sure it's not going to go nowhere. Okay. 2 more pieces left. And they are... Oh, we got red, blue, pink. Red, blue, or no. We got rabbit and blue. And then a flower. And we're done.
Join us next week on Wreathing Wars. Will Isabel ever finish the hummingbird?
She's the hummingbird. Oh my god, did you guys see that hummingbird? Like, holy crap. Talk about a work of art. When she always messages me or calls me with her ideas, and I just kind of shake my head like, oh my gosh, what is she doing now? And when she said a hummingbird, and she kept trying to explain it to me, and I still could not get it of what she was talking about.
It turned out fabulous.
It was just like,
was.
she's like me. She could see it in her head. I couldn't see it. But she could see it in her head, and wow.
Even the color combinations on
It was just...
were beautiful.
That is a work of art.
Yeah, she did sell it already.
Yeah, she sold it.
I think she's got
She's
other-
going to be doing small ones, I think, too. I wanted one for my garden. She said she would make me one, but she's really busy. I guess I could make one myself, but I'm too lazy. Oh, and one more rabbit piece. She's a little younger and more ambitious than me. I'm old and grumpy.
You're not as broken.
And she's not as broken.
See,
And she's got the patience of a saint. She's a teacher.
together, Laurie and I are old and broken.
Old and broken. That should have been our. That should have been the name of our company. Old and broken.
Old and broken wreathing.
Yeah. All right, last ribbon, and then I have one more. I'm putting a flower in, and we're done.
She sold 2 of them.
Oh, she sold 2 of them. Really? She has to make another one? Ooh.
Oh, Haley, you don't know that she's got so many ideas, that Isabel.
No, she said. Oh, I thought she said I was a true inspiration.
Yeah, you're true.
Does it make any? Does it make me look any better that I gave her inspiration?
Well, you got a lot of ideas too.
I have a whole page of ideas and I haven't even got to yet. But I would not have come up with no hummingbird. And I wouldn't have come up with throwing a wreath in the pool. That was like genius.
That's if she has any fingers left. She's trying to chop them off. Yeah, she keeps getting power tools. Who knows what's going to happen.
And I believe Monkey's doing the butterfly soon. I know I seen somebody else made a butterfly. It was fabulous as well. So if you guys aren't in Unique Wreath Makers and workshops, you need to go in there because the inspiration is just absolutely amazing. Where did my pliers go? Oh,
You want to tell Linda how you came up with the name Unique in the Creek?
well, because we live in Stony Creek, it takes a lot to figure out a name. It was hard, but I know I did the pattern wrong here somewhere. I live in Stony Creek, and our wreaths were going to be unique. So I just kind of, and it kind of flowed nice together, like unique in the creek. And I liked the UITC idea as well. So I just kind of went with it. And that was it.
Oh no, two people wanted her hummingbird. She doesn't.
Oh, I was going to say, I need one more piece here. Unless one fell on the floor. I thought I cut enough.
This is Monkey. Monkey Creation.
Oh, Monkey's Creation. If that's her page, she does. There's a ton of people. There's Ducks in a Row. There's all kinds of people making Unique in the Creek wreaths. Ducks in a Row, Monkey's Creation, Sparkles in Atlanta. I just can go on and on. But you'll find everybody's.
Monkey's name is Michelle.
Yeah, her name's Michelle. We have two Michelles in this group. We call them the double M's, M&M. Over in Unique Wreath Makers, they share, they tell you how they did it. They even take pictures on how they did it. It's just a great, great group. All right, I have one flower stem left. And that...
That's good, Haley. Handmade by Haley. That's a good name.
That's a good one. Yeah, it flows off the tongue nice. I screwed up on the ribbons here. So now somebody's going to come to my house and say, why are all these blue ribbons together? Because I was talking and not paying attention.
Monkey's going to convention this year, isn't she?
Yeah. Mrs. Monkey's going to the Wreath Crafters Convention as well. And so is Debbie Saltzman from Down Home Crafty Things. Yeah, and I met Michelle just from, I don't know, we just clicked. And then we became really good friends when we bunked together at Crafters Convention. So we met Debbie there. We met all kinds of people there. And it was just so much fun. Oh my gosh, my back. Okay, so I'm going to tilt this up. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So obviously I have to go around and move things around, pull out my tails so they're kind of hanging over onto the table here. And I'm going to put my tree in the center. Put my little rabbits maybe on there. And I think I screwed, no I didn't. I think I did okay. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. And very simple. You can keep it out even to summer. Okay, let's put our egg basket in. So we really don't have to do anything now. You can if you want. Now this is a weight. Okay, so it's got, I don't know what the heck it's got in there. It feels like cement. You can hot glue it to the board, but to put it away, it would be easier if you can take the tree off and lay it down to pack it away for next year. So if you glue it on the board, you won't be able to do that. So you can just stick it in the center here. It fits perfectly in the center. And we'll just move some of our eggs around. Got our burlap little sack here coming up. And if you spin it around, it's the same on all sides. Except over here, I think I missed a I doubled up flowers somewhere. I'm such a spaz. And I'm going to take, I got these little rabbit picks. One's a girl and one's a boy. Oh, and they're sliding off the pick. Oh well. I can put maybe the girl sitting in the tree there. And maybe the boy on the other side.
Hi, Mrs. Monkey!
Oh, she survived! Hey, my friend. Everybody was looking for you. Oh my gosh. This is flippin' adorable. Monkey, look what I made. You want to make kits with me? I think she never wants to make a kit again. All right, what do you guys think? Isn't this cute and very simple and perfect centerpiece? And you can lift it right off the table, which is nice for a wedding. So you can do this for a wedding, or you can do it for a party. I'll go around and you can put a candle, a hurricane vase in the center if you want. But look at my little bunnies. Can they see? Are you zoomed down, honey, or at all?
I'm down, yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Isn't it cute? I'll have to go around and fix all my ribbons and pull them out.
Pull it back towards you a bit.
Back towards me?
Yeah, there we go.
My ribbons are a little squished.
Yeah,
But-
we should put that in the pool. Well, our pool's still frozen.
Our pool's still frozen. Hey, monkey, is the wreath still floating? Everybody wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh God, I better not be getting sick. Okay, so I'm going to go around the edges, pull out my ribbons, because I did all this work. I want to make sure it looks pretty.
It's still floating.
Is it still floating? I love it. There we go. A very unique Easter spring centerpiece
Pull it towards you.
towards me. Lolly, Lolly,
What?
come look at my centerpiece. It's cute. Is it fun and fresh?
Yeah.
Were you sleeping?
No.
Anyways, guys, that's it. Yeah, and you can put a nice big hurricane globe and put a candle inside. Beautiful. But it's very easy to construct, especially for a centerpiece. You do want your centerpiece kind of looking, especially if it's a round one, you kind of want it looking the same. So no matter where your eye goes, you're going to see flowers and little bunnies and stuff like that. So, and it's not too high. Alrighty.
Yes, we know.
You missed the whole thing, monkey. Where were you? Sleeping? I will, Michelle. I have to sit down and just go through the pricing. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be much. I got a really good deal on the trees, so I'll definitely pass that down to everybody. Let's fix my little eggs here. It's what? It's a board. Annette's still singing.
Yeah.
Annette, go to sleep.
She's probably working. Usually she's working.
Yeah, are you working, Annette? Oh, you're welcome, Joanne. I'm glad you oh, she just woke up. Why, Miss Monkey? Why did you just wake up? Why did you have a nap in the afternoon?
How much are those W orders?
The what?
The tree, big lots.
I got the tree at Big Lots. And I think they were like $10. I don't even know where the...
How much? Oh, she's still trying to figure out the cost of the kit.
I haven't figured out the cost of the kit yet. I'm sorry. I was starting to do it, and then I got sidetracked as like I normally do. And as soon as it hit, Dave put the camera on. It's like, oh darn! I forgot to do the costing for the kit. So I will put it. But you guys, if you have frames, you've seen I use a half a roll of 10-inch mesh. If you have some pretty ribbons, grab some flowers, and you can make one easily yourself. It doesn't have to be Easter. You can make one for summer. You can make one for outdoors. You can, wherever. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys again tonight. That's it. That's all.
And that's the end of our live for
And that's the end of our show. We're sorry we have to go. Sing the rest, honey.
Do, 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 do.
No, that's not how it goes. How's it go?
This is the end of our show. We are sorry that we have to go.
Well, you left me hanging. I was dancing.
Are you going to sell just the tree for us girls in Canada?
I don't know, Dad, because I bought enough to make kits. So if you want the whole kit, maybe. But, 'cause we'll see. I have to see how many I have and how many sell. So,
Sorry.
I do have extra rabbit ribbon for those of you in Canada. If you liked, oh my back. If you liked this rabbit ribbon, I actually bought extra rolls of this. So I could post this. Now, in Canada, I don't really want to get into ribbons yet until I see how our mesh is going to do. Because it's kind of a hit and miss in Canada. So we're going to try our best to get it out there.
Yeah.
$50. Is that how much it should be? $50? You're a nut, Annette. You need more sleep. Okay, guys. Well, anyways, thank you and good night and love you guys all. And I'll be here again tomorrow. I think tomorrow's my last one.
What night was your last night?
It was?
Yeah.
Seriously, I was planning on doing a flower tomorrow.
Well, do a flower tomorrow.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be
I
the
might
last
be
one.
doing a flower tomorrow then. All right, guys. Love you. Good night.